Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Star's Train of Thoughts podcast, where we openly talk about stories and experiences about the random messes and realities of life. If you're looking for ways to equip yourself and basically survive this life, you're in the right place. I'm Star Encarnacion, your host. Do you have days when you feel unmotivated at all? Are you carrying a lot of questions that constantly make you feel unmotivated to continue? Are you tired on most days, even after a full 8 hours sleep, and you can't even find the desire to do the things you planned the night before? Do you have moments where, for a while, you have been feeling inspired and excited, then all of a sudden your motivation gets lost the very next second? Have you experienced where things don't go as planned, and that leads you to be unmotivated to go on? I have. Maybe at a certain point you did too. We all have suffered from low motivation or a lack of motivation. Oftentimes, I question myself if everything I've gone through was all worth it. There would be days when I would find it difficult and challenging to even encourage myself to press on and continue. I try to force myself to feel motivated or to seek from things and people to help me stay motivated. But sometimes, these moments are just warning signs that there is something that we need to work on, something deeper that we need to deal with. There could be times that we even forget what it feels like to be alive, and we become blinded to recognize all the things that we are blessed with. We focus much on the very detail and on the smallest things that we tend not to see and appreciate life to its full extent. A lot of times we try to recreate the good memories and even reproduce the bad memories and change the ending the way we want it, just so that we feel good and excited about life again. This leads us to imagine and hope for a change of circumstance, even just for a while. But on some days, we just try to accept that certain life events we've dreamed of ceaselessly stayed as a dream. There are days where we try to fill ourselves with the wrong sources of inspiration, and it leads us to become more empty than the way we were. There are a lot of things in life that would lead to disappointments, things that would lead us to compromise, to make sure we become satisfied, even if these are the wrong things. Beyond it all, let us learn to count our rainbows rather than our thunderstorms. The majority of the things that motivate us are already there, but sometimes we are too distracted that we tend to get past them. It steers us to question our life choices and even compare our lives with the perfect lives other people have. I know on some days we wish to have lesser responsibilities, fewer tasks to fulfill, and just live this life without having to worry where we're going. I know I have been talking about life's troubles, but I believe that it is only when it's dark that we get to appreciate the presence of light. The world already has too much darkness. Let us not allow the world's darkness to steal our light. The darkest nights often lead us to brighter days. No matter what we go through, life is always worth fighting for. Having the right amount of fighting mentality to face the never-ending battles of life. Let us not let people divert our attention to the wrong things, to make you believe you are weak for having a vulnerable heart. And most of all, don't let this world harden your heart. I truly believe that those people who have gone through so much in life, who have experienced too much pain, those with the biggest hearts will definitely receive the greatest joy in life. We let our hopes in life shape our future, and that alone should bring us back to having a motivated mindset. This life will always throw us a lot of challenges, but let us face it with a stronger spirit. There is this famous Bible verse many people hold on when seeking motivation. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. From Philippians 4 verse 13. This verse actually reminds us that we can't make it through life alone and only with our own strength. This comforts us knowing that we are able to persist in life's difficulties because we know through the presence of Christ in our lives, we are able to carry through. Life can be tiresome if we have the wrong motivation for living. Sometimes we do things to please people, and yes, it gets draining. Let me remind you with two Bible verses coming from Galatians 1 verse 10 and Colossians 3 verse 23. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Galatians 1 verse 10. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people. Colossians 3 verse 23. This could be a constant reminder for us to continue being faithful and to set our eyes on things above. This will help us to hold our hope tighter to last all the tough moments.